Hello, everybody! It's me! Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Too kind. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Crocar. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that is me, Corvus Twig, and this is Sunday Dusk. We are so glad to see you all here today. Yes, this is the intro of Sunday Dusk. It's here, folks. We did it. This is the new Sunday night VTuber talk show starring me, your host, Corvus Twig. We got a great show ahead of you today. We've got a great guest coming up. We got a great bird of the day. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. Just so happy to see you all here. So, I just can't believe it's happening. Just can't believe it's happening. Here we are in spring. And dusk is starting to get a little later, isn't it? Yeah, so much later. It's like I'm ready for bed and it's still light out. But I can't go to bed when it's still light out. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. Anyway, welcome to my humble little cottage here. We got my desk set up back there. We got the couch for my guests, and we got a nice, beautiful window, and we got Squishy. Anyway, so it's been kind of a crazy week. Been doing a lot of stuff, trying to get everything ready around here. But God, there's been some crazy stuff going around the world, and all right, there's something I gotta tell you. There's a place over in New Jersey. I don't know if you heard about this, but look at this. Pasta. There's pasta. Let me back up a little bit here. Somebody dumped over 500 pounds of pasta in a city in New Jersey. Somewhere in New Jersey. Just dumped a whole bunch of pasta. And the thing is, when they first dumped it, it was just all dry pasta. And they're like, it's food. We don't need it. But then it started raining. And then all that dry pasta became wet pasta. And now there's just hundreds and hundreds of pounds of wet noodles all over the New Jersey Pine Barrens. And can you believe that? The thing is like, okay, well, maybe there's, pasta. It's just eggs and wheat. It's not too bad. It's actually kind of bad. It's actually kind of bad. Because here's the thing. Some of the animals are going to eat it. Yep, it's going to be fine. But for the most part, the middle of that, it's going to be wet. And it's going to be organic stuff. That stuff's going to get moldy. And you see, it's next to a creek. And so you could have mold and contaminants. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. So they're working on trying to get it cleaned up. But it's just like, how do you clean up just that much pasta? And the expense of it. And also, it's a lot further in the woods than you think. This isn't just right off a street. They can't just pull up a garbage truck and load it in. It's not that easy. It's a big mess. It's a big problem. So Corvus Twig recommends don't throw your pasta in the woods. There are better ways to dispose of your pasta. Now, we got a little news from right here in Minnesota. So there was an emu in Grant County, Minnesota. And this emo, his name was Erasmo. That is not a picture of Erasmo. That is just a picture of an emu to let you know what an Erasmo might look like. And it's important to know what an emu looks like because apparently Erasmo himself does not know what an emu looks like. Because according to Erasmo, that item on the right, which is a disc golf goal or bucket or whatever you call it, it's where you try and throw your frisbee into. Well, Erasmo himself happened to think that one of those goals was another emu. And more importantly, thought it was a female emu. And he was a few hundred yards away from this thing in his enclosure, but he wanted to get to that emu. He's like, there's a lady emu over there. I want it so bad. Well, Erasmo, you know what he did? He jumped the fence and he ran over and he tried to copulate with that basket. We've never really been saying that emus are the most brilliant of birds on the planet. Uh, Fortunately, Erasmo was not successful in impregnating the basket, and Erasmo's handlers were able to wrangle him back, and he is back home and safe and in good health, but probably still pining over the love. It couldn't be. Couldn't be? Well, that reminds me of my next bit of news. So, down in Atlanta, at their big Delta hub, there was an airplane that was delayed on the taxi for over 4 hours. Why? Well, as you see there on its right wing, what's that dark coloration on that bit of the wing? It's bees. An entire hive of bees decided to make their home on the wing of a plane. And now here's the thing. That plane could have taken off with those bees on there. It would have been just fine. But it would have been severely harmful to the bees. And the people running in the airport were like, well, we like bees. Bees are protected. Bees are necessary. They're good pollinators. So you're like, all right, well, we need to get some beekeepers out here. So it took 4.5 hours, but they got a professional beekeeper in, and they were able to then get those bees off the wing and relocate them somewhere where, well, I mean, look, come on, bees. Look around there. How many plants do you see in these pictures? I see none. I see none plants in the pictures. So I don't know why those bees were on these planes, but bees can apparently attach themselves to just about any structure, and depending on where the queen lands. But luckily, they were able to get those bees relocated, and the plane was able to take off and get to its destination only 4.5 hours late. Hope nobody had a layover. Well, it's about time now. We're going to bring on a guest. And yeah, let me just get behind my desk for now. And before we bring her on, well, I want to show you a little bit of, well, something that makes her special. This person, she's a fellow VTuber. Here's a little clip from one of her streams. Let's bring that up on screen.
I just feel like I'm trapped in your screen. Hello. I'm stuck.
Oh no. She's stuck. Well, there she was. That was Usukie. So, well, welcome to Sunday Dusk. Usukie, come on out, Usu.
Hello.
There you are.
Hey.
Hey, sit up a little bit. All right.
Hello.
Well, Usukie, how the heck you doing?
Doing okay.
Doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome. How does it feel to be the very first guest ever on Sunday Dusk?
Fantastic. Best show ever.
Oh, I mean, thank you. I think it's a pretty good show. I'm pretty proud of it. Pretty proud of it. But yeah, we're so happy to have you on here. If you're familiar with my channel, Usu has been on several times. We like to play a little pommel party together sometimes, and we played some Human Fall Flat. But to me, my favorite stuff that Usu does is her collaborations with Luna Miura, and I see you there in the chat, Luna. Their drunk streams are infamous for being some of the most chaotic and fun streams. Go check those out. But you know, here on Sunday Dusk, we like to get to know our guests a little bit. And to do that, I have a little thing that I like to call the 21 Questions with Corvus Twig.
Oh, 21 questions?
Yeah. So give me just 1 second. Here's the problem with my streams. I'm a PowerPoint kind of guy. And I sometimes have too many PowerPoints running at once. But anyway, let's pull that up there. All right, is it good? There we go. 21 Questions with Corvus Twig. Now we're going to be grilling you here, Usu.
Okay.
We're going to be grilling you here. We got some questions. So our first question is, what's your primary goal as a streamer?
Primary goal as streamer is to entertain the masses and have fun, but also grow a very what's the word? A very nice community. Like I want all kind people around me. You know, very loving.
Absolutely. So for you, it's really more of a friendship and a social thing than
Mm-hmm.
a I want to make it and I want
I
to be
want to
the
make
next.
money.
Yeah, if you want to make money, good luck. I mean, if anybody who
Yeah, good
does,
luck.
put the effort in there. But yeah, having friends, made in the community. Yeah, yeah, couldn't
Yep,
agree.
mainly community and just making friends. I need all I can get. I have none. Please
Well,
save me.
I feel like you've made some pretty good friends. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like we have a lot of shared friends. Yeah, we do,
we
we
do.
do, we do, we do.
We do.
So, if you could collaborate with any streamer, who would it be? And what would you play or do?
I would love to one day, just one day. I want to collab with a streamer named Check These. He is a variety streamer, and he's a good friend of mine, but he's always busy. He streams every single day, like every day.
Wow.
He is I think he's on like day 2000 and something right now.
Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah. He streams every single day. He's amazing. He's a really good guy. I would love to stream one day with him. And the game that I would love to play with him is Pokemon Fusion.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pokemon.
just do a collab of he has his Pokemon Fusion and my Pokemon Fusion, and we see who beats the game first.
So, but there's no way to fusion the fusions?
No, you can fuse the fusions.
You can fuse the fusions?
You can fuse up to 3 Pokemon together. It's really fun.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. So
now,
if you haven't checked out Check These, I implore you, please check out Check These.
wow, you can fuse the fusions and that just causes confusion. I can't handle it. But that sounds
Yeah,
cool. That sounds cool. That's, wow, 2,000 day streak. That's impressive.
yeah.
I gotta
I
admire
can't
that.
remember what day he's exactly on right now, but it's over 2,000.
It's over 2,000.
It
I'm
started off
sorry.
as a
I'm sorry.
bet between friends.
And he lost that bet.
No, he won that bet.
Oh yeah, I know. All right.
Somebody bet him that he
Mhm.
couldn't stream for like a whole year.
Wow. So, what's your VTuber lore? What's the story
Oh,
behind all Usu?
this is a good one. So my VTuber lore is pretty simple, really. I am a bat demon who uh, married a void creature that started to stream because he was bored and trying to make just a few extra buns for a raptor child. And I decided one day, hey, I'm bored too and would love to share games that I love with other people. So I started streaming.
Cool.
Basically, yeah, I'm a shadow bat demon who controls shadows. Um, I I'm not from hell. I promise.
Well, and I have to point out to most people, you'd be like, "Hey, how come on the clip it was like a blue-haired girl, and this one's an actual bat? What's that all about?"
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I have 3 different forms. I have
Oh.
my human form, which is the blue haired girl. I have my shadow bat form, which is basically a shadow version of my blue haired girl, and then I have my bat form, which is a bat.
So cute.
I am bat.
Well, thank you for bringing your cutest form today.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I figured you're an animal, so I would be an animal today too.
Ah, I am very much an amino.
Yep, I'm almost.
All right. Well, what game has the most hours played on your Steam profile?
Oh, jeez.
VTube Studio doesn't count.
No, that one actually only has the least. Oh
Well, yeah,
gosh.
it's true because you.
Oh, most, huh? Oh boy. Oh boy. Um, I don't even know. No, that's only 15 hours. I have way more than that. I mean, does one of the AFK clicker games count?
I would. I guess I think I'd like to say what's the game you've actually played the most?
Actually played the most? That would probably be Disney's Dreamlight Valley.
Disney's what Valley?
It's Disney's Dreamlight Valley. I have 167 hours in it.
Wow, that's a lot of hours. But
That's a
still,
lot.
167. add another 0 and you're still less than the number of hours on my most played game. So don't feel ashamed. Don't feel
No,
ashamed
my
at
most
all.
played game is not even in Steam. That would be World of Warcraft.
Oh, of course, fucking World of
Or
Warcraft.
probably a couple years in that one.
Yeah, MMOs will do that. Yeah. Yeah. Bentai loves the Warcraft. You see his comments there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got the most hours in World of Warcraft, but everything else is like, 70
Oops.
hours, 22 hours, 45 hours. Yeah. Disney's Dreamlight has the most.
Disney's Dreamlight has the most. All right. Well, what's your favorite bird?
My favorite bird? Is this a trick question? Am I about to be eaten by a Corvus? It's a trick question.
It's not a trick question. I want to know what your favorite bird is.
My favorite bird is the owl hawk.
The owl hawk. Okay.
Or a hawk owl.
Let me write that down. I feel like that might be relevant later. Okay.
Yeah. They're a really cool bird.
They are very cool. Very cool.
It's a bird of prey.
An owl and a hawk owl is a bird of prey. I never would have guessed.
But yeah, it's also one of those like, but Usu, you're a bat, and I go, I know, but owls scare me, yes, but this is a hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next question. So, in Major League Baseball, whenever they're at their home stadium, anytime a player comes up to bat, they always play, 15 seconds of a song to just kind of pump them up and get the crowd excited. So, if you were a pro baseball player, what would your walk-up song be?
My walkout song would be, oh gosh. Think the name of it.
Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf?
You'd think so. No. Actually, no. It'd be Shadows by Lindsey Sterling.
I love Lindsey Sterling. She's so good.
Yeah, it'd be Shadows by Lindsey Sterling.
That's a good choice. That's a great choice. I like that. Okay. So, what's a location that you'd really love to visit?
Oh, that one's easy. I've already been there once, but I'd love to go back. And that would be Japan.
Japan.
There's a lot of places in Japan.
Well, it's almost like it's a whole country.
Yeah. I have not been, and I would love to go back to Japan, and visit all of the places and get all of their back history and lore and more gifts and stuff, and probably live there for a few years if I could.
Oh, that's a long time.
God, I love Japan so much.
Where have you been in Japan?
I've been to Tokyo and Ashikaga and Osaka and Harajuku.
Oh, cool. So you haven't been to Kyoto, it sounds like.
No, I did not get to go to Kyoto.
Are any of those cities you named like up in the Hokkaido region up north?
No, they're all near Tokyo.
Yeah, because I've heard Hokkaido is beautiful, especially like in the spring. Yeah, Japan's a place
it's technically, yes, it's a part of Tokyo, but it's so much of its own little region. Harajuku is that it's completely separate.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's kind of like, how some states, they have cities that swallow other little towns and they're just like in their little town. That's kind of what Harajuku is. It's its own little town. But we mostly stayed in Osaka. Or not Osaka. Ashikaga.
Nice. Yeah, one of my buddies went to Japan a few years ago, and he said that for like only a few $100, he was basically able to buy an unlimited Metro Pass ticket that basically got him... All the sounds are still... Maybe they're only doubled to me. Did it sound doubled on stream or just to me?
Just to you, I think. I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, the pass, it's like he was able to go from like Tokyo to Kyoto and all around without Yeah, without having to buy separate tickets. He just had his ticket, and anytime he wanted to get on a train or anything, he just showed it. They
Yeah, you
passed
can just
it.
go.
Yeah, I mean that is so
You-
smart, so convenient. It's just like, it seems like Japan really does have the whole tourist thing down really
Yeah, they've got
well.
it. They've got it down really well, and their hotels are actually pretty cool too.
Come to
You just have to-
Akihabara and buy our
there's certain
overpriced
ones.
anime stuff.
There's certain ones that you don't want to go to though.
I've also
You
heard
gotta
that
do
there's a
your
lot of
research.
I've heard there's a lot of scammers that prey on tourists in Tokyo.
Yes. Yes, there is. And then they will up their price on you if you are American. So
Yeah,
you just
that sounds about
You got to
right.
stand next to somebody else who's Japanese who can be like, no, my friend gets Japanese price.
Ha. Yeah. That's how it is. I think that's how it is
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of countries. They love to, make some extra bank on dumb American tourists.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Japan. Great answer. Probably one that I'm going to hear again in the future on this show.
Probably. A lot of VTubers love Japan.
Fucking weebs.
Fucking weebs.
So, assuming that you went to school, what was your best subject?
Oh, my best subject in school was actually English.
English.
Yes. Yeah,
I've always
I
said,
was really good at English.
I've always felt
Even
like,
though I'm terrible at typing.
hey, being able to
Horrible
type
at it.
is. But I've always felt like English. It feels like it should really more be like literature, or I don't know.
Actually, I did want to major in English at one point. I wanted to become an English teacher, but then that fell through, and I did not.
Osho, can you diagram the sentence?
I diagrammed the sentence. No, I can't anymore. It's been so long since I've been to school.
Conjugate my verbs, Usu. Conjugate my
No.
verbs.
I don't want to.
Ah,
English is hard.
English is hard.
I've had this discussion before. There is only one. There's technically three theirs, correct?
Yes, they are possessive.
I only use one.
Oh.
THERE.
Well, there
it's
you
the
go.
only one that makes sense to spell.
Well, here's the thing. It's just like English, if you're just trying to learn how to speak it, it's not that difficult. But the writing and the spelling, some of the most inconsistent spellings and pronunciations, it's just like, I think it's something that's like tough, thorough thought, though. All has like OUGH pronounced 4 different ways. Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible language. And that was your best subject? Oh, Osho.
That was my best subject. I was terrible at math. I was terrible at history. I was terrible at science. What other subjects are there? I was terrible at Spanish. I tried that. It was horrible. I'm being caught at.
Yeah, you're being caught at. And I don't know why the sound is doubled up.
It is doubled.
But I only have one sound alerts active. I don't get it. I'm gonna have to fix that. I might just have to...
I don't know.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one. So, well, I guess works for being an English major. What's a book that you really love and might have special meaning for you?
Oh, no. I know it. Oh my God! My book is downstairs. Oh, no, I can't remember the title of it. It's Oh no. Hey Corvus.
Hey.
Hey Corvus. What's that over there?
What's going over there? Huh?
I don't know. Go look at it.
Oh. Okay. I got...
Drink some water.
Why is it playing twice? She's going to run and get it. Well, meanwhile, we're doing that. Okay. That's a normal sound alert. So sound alerts is... I'm really trying to figure out why the heck the sounds suddenly started doubling up recently. What if I turn that off? I'm going to try and do another one. I think I turned one off. That might do
Hey,
it.
Corvus, you know what that is?
What?
It's Go Ask Alice Anonymous.
It's ask what?
Go Ask Alice Anonymous.
Go Ask Alice Anonymous. And what's that about?
So it's a true story about this girl who got into drug trouble, and it's her diary essentially. It's all her found diary pages on all of her drug trips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I think Tits doesn't seem to be working right now. Oh,
no.
It's not connected to Twitch.
God.
It's not connected to Twitch. Give
it's
me a
also
second.
set to me. No, wait. Hang on. Corvus, think about what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, well, this would be a Corvus Twig stream if we
We didn't have scuff?
Yeah, if you didn't have scuff.
Let
me try. That didn't seem to work. Didn't seem to work.
Yeah, it's not
Done.
connected to Twitch.
Spooky, 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 spooky.
That
Okay.
seems extra spooky today.
That was extra spooky.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't do any tits. I'll refund your points after the stream, people. Sorry.
Yeah, no tits.
Tits doesn't seem. Oh, you know what? Tits, when I booted up, it's like it needs an update. So I bet that update broke it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't update it. So sorry, folks. We'll be refunding.
No tits.
No tits today. No tits today. I'm just gonna go in into my dashboard and get those turned off while you're answering the next question, which is if you could be instantly talented at any skill, what would it be?
At any skill?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So whether it was like art or a physical reward or...
And if I was talented at any skill, it would have to be having an amazing immune system.
That's a skill?
I guess. Yes. It's a skill to not get sick. No, probably running would be cool. I would love to run. Because I am not good. I am not skilled at running.
So you just want to like know better techniques, maybe breathing techniques, being able to run longer distances, and just be in better shape and
yeah, be in better shape.
Yeah.
Be able to outrun the zomzoms.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that was one of the
Never
things.
happen.
There's things in Zombieland. Like rule number 1 was like cardio.
Cardio.
Yeah, cardio. Yeah, I've just been having trouble. I've just been trying to get and going on daily walks now, and it's just like, oh, I got so out of shape over the winter, and it's just like But it's like after 1 week, you notice big differences.
Yeah. No, for me, I got a bad hip. I can't run. I want to run.
Oh.
Running would be fun.
Yeah, my doctor says I'm a little too heavy to be doing jogging, and I recommend I stick to biking and ellipticals for my cardio until I'm not putting so much pressure on the old knees.
I'm allowed to walk and swim. And,
swimming's great. Swimming's great cardio.
I can swim. Swim is good for my hip. But I can walk, I can swim, and I can fly.
I can fly too.
Yeah.
Man, those crows are really calling a lot tonight.
They are calling a lot.
Okay. So, what's the first job you ever had, assuming you've ever been employed?
My first job, I mean, I've been alive for 1,000 years, Corvus.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that doesn't mean you have to bow down to capitalist demands.
Right. No, my first job was McDonald's.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my very first job was McDonald's, and I don't regret one bit of it.
You know, honestly, it wasn't that bad.
It really wasn't that bad.
During the rushes, they always put me on the fry station because I was like super good at like drop some fries, pick up some fries, sell some fries, and we just would like I had like a perfect system so that like every 40 seconds fresh fries were coming out, and during the rushes, oh man, I was the best at that.
I was a manager, and I did all of the stations and closed not by myself. It was 2 people.
Oh yeah,
It was me and one other person, and that sucked. But you know what? We did it.
Yeah, sometimes you go to those late night fast foods and you look inside and you're like, oh, there's only like 2 people in this entire place.
Yup.
It's gotta be stressful, but
And then they're like, why is the lobby closed? And I'm like, because it's just the 2 of us and I don't feel like dying.
yeah.
I've cleaned everything already. Please don't dirty my building.
Is there anything worse than you've cleaned it up before closing and then somebody comes in and re-dirties it? It's the worst. But, yeah, it's not that bad of a job, but they're paid too little.
Have a milkshake. The milkshake machine is broken.
Yeah, sorry. No McFlurries for you.
No milk flurries.
Ugh, just shameful. Come on, McDonald's. Get
Right?
it together.
Get it fixed.
All right. So, what's your favorite beverage?
Oh, that one's easy. I drink this on stream all the time. It's called Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Yep.
Yes, it's a popular drink. Lots of people
Yeah.
drink Diet Coke.
I don't drink water. I only drink Diet Coke. And when sick, Gatorade. But Diet Coke is number 1.
I like that little caffeine hit. And Diet Coke's interesting because it was like the
Very
first.
refreshing.
Well, and Diet Coke like intentionally made itself not taste like regular Coke, and it has like a certain flavor that people who love Diet Coke definitely love it. And
Well,
like,
it's not. It doesn't taste like Coke, which is basically like syrup.
yeah,
And it's actually healthy for you. Well, healthy-ish for you. People say that the aspartame is bad, but that's only if you don't want to take poops.
I like poops.
I like taking poops, which is why I like the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
It helps you poop.
Diet Coke, Hasyozeski wasn't related to New Coke. Diet Coke preceded New Coke by a few years.
Yeah.
But I mean, like personally, I like Coke Zero. But like, it's interesting that you can have Coke Zero and Diet Coke, and both are successful because they're both diet versions of Coke, but they have such different flavors that there's room for both of them. Cause
Yeah, technically I could have both, but Diet Coke, again, doesn't taste like syrup. Which is why I like it more.
Yeah, New Coke is actually one of those things where it wasn't a failure of the product, it was a failure of the marketing. And basically, everyone in all the taste tests liked the taste of New Coke better than Coke Classic. But the thing is, people didn't like having their favorite drink taken away, and so they removed regular Coke from the shelves and replaced it with New Coke. If they had put it alongside and not gotten rid of the original, they probably would have been successful. But
yeah, they could have put it next to it like they did with like the vanilla Coke stuff. A lot of people liked the vanilla Coke, but you know,
but
it depends on how you display it.
You take away something people are used to and tell them to have something different. Sorry, folks. That don't work.
Yeah, well, it's like the what was it? Is it the Campbell soup that got new flavor to it, and everybody lost their minds?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. It was like some ravioli recipe, and every autistic person who loved that soup just lost their mind because they didn't tell them that they were changing the recipe, and they bought the thing, and it said new and improved recipe on the thing, and then they were like, this doesn't taste the same.
That's what they did with Butterfinger like 3 years ago, and the new Butterfinger sucks. It's awful. It doesn't have the crispy, crunchy, peanut buttery flavor of the Butterfinger.
Stop changing my flavors.
I know.
Leave it alone.
The flavor isn't super different, but the texture's totally different, and the texture was one of the best things about a Butterfinger. It was so unique. It's like chewy and stuck your teeth. It's not good. Scourge, we do not talk about Peepsy. Or the fact that they failed at marketing and didn't call it Peepsy.
I never got to try it actually.
Wait, what if you mixed Peepsy with milk? Would you have Peelk?
Peelk.
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 Someone needs to make Peelk.
Peelk. Yeah.
All right, so what's the biggest thing that you geek out about?
Pokemon.
Pokemon!
Pokemon for sure.
What's your favorite
Nothing.
Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon of all time is Umbreon. Most people think it is a bat Pokemon, but no. I like Umbreon.
Wait, people
It is
think
a
it's a
very
bat?
scenic
Oh,
No.
people think your
People think
favorite
that-
would be a
yeah.
bat. Got it.
Yeah. They think my favorite would be a bat, but they'd be wrong. No. Favorite is Umbreon. It is a cute little bat fox with... Not bat fox. Black. The word is black.
Yeah.
Black fox with, like, yellow rings and its shiny form is blue, and it's just... so
Yeah,
pretty.
you love those evolutions.
Yeah.
My
second favorite is a bat, and that'd be Noivern.
Noivern.
It's a giant bat.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Pokemon after the original 150.
There's too many gens.
There's too many. I think
Too
they
many.
should have. Okay, here's. I hope I don't offend you, Usukie.
It's okay.
But I feel like after Gen 3, instead of adding new Pokemon, they should have made the core gameplay not terrible.
They could have changed the core gameplay, yes, but I think a lot of fans would have been upset.
I know, but sorry,
But
it's all turn-based, and you only have 4 moves to choose from, and
Yeah. What I would have loved was if they could still add more Pokemon, but if they let us use more than those 4 moves, like use the whole move set.
Yeah.
How fantastic would that be?
I know, like, you don't forget a move, you just add more moves.
Yeah, I think there's actually a fan game out there
Yeah.
that somebody did that. They were like,
Oh.
I'm gonna put my favorite Pokemon out there, but I'm gonna have all the moves.
Yeah,
Every
it's
single
like,
one of them.
sorry, Charizard, you don't know how to wag your tail anymore. You can't do tail. It's tail wag or tail slap.
Tail
Or,
wag.
yeah.
You can't do your tail wag anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. You forgot how to leer at your opponent.
You
It's
don't
like,
know
what?
how to flamethrower anymore. You can only flame blast.
Yeah, and you know what?
Sorry.
It contradicts the TV show because you watch the whole series and Ash is telling Pikachu to do a hell of a lot more than 4 moves.
Right?
Yeah.
Though in the to Pokemon's credit, in the newer seasons of Pokemon, they did kind of fix it so that the Pokemon only had 4 moves. But they used them in such a weird way, like Pikachu, use Iron Tail, but like behind the Pokemon, using agility at the same time. Oh, you can't use 2 moves at once, Ash.
No,
That's
you
not how that
can't.
works. Wait, hang on. Okay, never mind. He won.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. So they tried.
But it's just
To a
like, yeah,
clear.
I would just like a Pokemon game that doesn't have the, I mean, let's put it this way.
Pikachu
Pokemon's...
used to
Yeah. But like, Pokemon's mechanics were outdated in Gen 1.
Yeah. They've kind of upped their game over the years, but yeah. There's over 1,000 Pokemon now.
They should have like
It's so
limited
many.
it to like 50 new Pokemon per gen.
That would have been better off because some gens have a lot and some gens have very
Yeah.
few. Somebody did the math on it once and they're like, Gen 3 has the fewest additions, and Gen 5 has the most. Somebody needs to fix this.
Yeah. And I mean, don't get me
Gen
wrong.
9 has the fewest.
I do
actually.
like some of the new Pokemon, like Sprigatito. Come on, Weed Cat. Love Weed Cat. Is this called Sprigatito or
Yeah, Sprigatito.
Sprigatito? Okay.
Yeah.
But it is what it
Gen 9
is.
has some good design, Scourge. You shush. You shush.
See, I really liked Pokemon Go when it first came out, when it was still just only Gen 1 Pokemon. I was like, yes, this is a game
Yeah.
for people like me who were 11 years old when the first Pokemon came out. Because, boy,
I
was
like
I
no-
addicted to that game when it came out. Hey, Dissy Kurosu, thank you for following me. Wow. Dissy. I know Dissy. Dissy's in the bird server. We got a secret bird VTuber server.
Yeah, the bird.
It's all birds. Well, that's probably enough Pokemon talk. Let's move on to the next question. So, what's your favorite holiday, and how do you celebrate?
My favorite holiday is Halloween, as my community knows.
That is the correct answer.
I stream almost every day of Spooktober, and we play nothing but spooky games the entire time. And then I celebrate by eating a whole bunch of chocolate and spicy candies, and I go trick or treating with my raptor.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. I mean, that's how you do it. Yeah. I mean, you know me. I love my Halloween spooktacular. It's my favorite holiday too. It's just Halloween is so good.
I like dressing up, and this year I get to dress up even better because somebody bought me bat wings off of my throne, so now I get to be a bat for Halloween, and I'm so excited.
Awesome! Yes, that's awesome. That's
I'm
so cool.
excited.
Yes, looking forward to that. We're only. Well, let's see here.
I'm gonna have 4 wings for Halloween. Are you kidding me? I'm dressing up as a succubus.
We're only 5 months away from October. You know?
I know. No, I'm gonna dress up as a succubus this year.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what
VTuber
I'm gonna
model
do.
is. My VTuber model is gonna be a succubus. I'm gonna have bat ears on my head and bat ears on my back. And I'm going to have my demon tail all be red, and I'm going to have a red outfit, and it's going to look real cute.
Corvus, there's a bot in the chat sending links. Ban it, please. That's my bot.
That's his bot.
I like those links.
That's a good bot.
Those are good bots.
Discord bot.
Yeah, that's to get you to join my Discord. Okay, okay.
Scourge is just trying to be funny.
Like,
It's
look,
okay. Don't
Bentai's in the chat. He's mod supreme. If there's bad bots in there, you can get rid of them.
Well, yeah, Bentai good mod.
Everybody get yourself a Bentai. Who's your best mod? That's not one of the 21 questions,
Oh.
but who's your best mod?
Well, I only have one mod in my chat currently because I can't pay anybody to be a mod. So I have Fig as my mod.
Big.
Yeah, Kinnear Fig. And Fig is actually my husband. So.
Oh, wow. There you go.
He is a streamer too, on his amazing name, and he's a good mod.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your favorite game that's not a video game? So, like, could be a sport, card game, board game, anything like that.
Favorite game that is not a video game? That would have to be Uno.
Oh, no.
Me, Raptor, and Fig, and everybody else, we play Uno together. Actually, nowadays, it's not so much Uno. It's more Cards Against Humanity. But, both are good. Cards Against Humanity and Uno.
So do you use a lot of, when you play, do you use a lot of, like, those extra rules, like 7s and 0s, like rotate or swap cards or anything like that?
No, we play classic Uno with the Raptor, but like, she's not that good at it. I'm the best, and Fig is the worst. Fig can't win for nothing while playing Uno.
I've always felt like the only part of Uno that's really skill-based, though, is just remembering to say Uno.
No, you got to give out the right color at the right time, because if you hand up with the same color in your hand at the end, you know, you've got 2 greens in your hand, you think you've won it in the bag. Think again. You don't want that in your hand at all.
Okay.
You want 2 different colors in your hand, or you want a wild card in something else. It's the best.
No, we do love those wild cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 2 cards left. One of them is a color you can't play. The other is a wild card. Do you pick the color that you have?
No. What you do, if you have 2 cards left and you can't play the color card in your hand, you draw.
Well, I mean, okay, let's say you have 2 cards left in your hand. One of them is a color card that you cannot play. The other is a wild.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to play the wild.
You don't have to play the wild. Nobody knows what it is. You can
So
draw.
you can draw even if you have illegal play?
Yep.
Wow.
Sure can.
That is some strategy
Isn't that
I would
genius?
never have even considered.
Yeah.
Huh.
I am amazing at Uno.
I believe you. You sounds like you've thought about the game a lot more than I ever did.
Yeah.
Now we can get an Uno match on stream with you, me, Luna, and Millie.
If we can get it to work, because we tried to play the
Oh my
Uno
God.
game.
It is so bad.
It's so bad. I'd rather play the tabletop version. There's the tabletop
Tabletop
thing on Steam.
simulator?
Yeah. I'd rather play it that way.
How did they manage to make a card game run so badly?
Because it's Ubisoft. Ubisoft can't program nothing. Have you ever played Monopoly?
Not
It's
since...
so bad.
Yeah, I mean...
If one person disconnects, it sells all of their stuff and makes them bankrupt.
That's
it's so
terrible.
bad, and you can't reconnect.
Wow, they made a terrible board game even worse.
Yeah. Friggin' Ubisoft is the worst. Anything that's Ubisoft, I want to throw it across the room and never play it again.
I've never played an Assassin's Creed game, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah,
but I did
no,
enjoy
I'm not-
Far Cry 3, but
I'm not
mostly
playing
because Michael
anything by
Mando.
Ubisoft. If it's a single-player game by Ubisoft, I might play it. If it's a multiplayer, forget it.
Yeah, terrible.
They make bad games.
So, on a scale of 1 being say-so and 10 being very lewd, where do you think you rank?
Oh no! Here goes my chat. my chat's gonna do it. I know it. So my chat has a habit of calling me Ludsu. So there, I called myself that before they did. Ha. So yeah, no, Ludsu.
So I mean, I need number 1 to 10.
I would say 9.
9? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Uso, I have never heard anybody call you Ludsu. Excuse me, Scourge. Have you not seen Fig or Luna call me Ludsu? I mean, come on.
I mean, I've never heard you referred to as that, but...
Yeah, no. Okay, so let's go down a little bit then. 7?
I feel like you're maybe
7.
closer to a 7. I mean,
7.
like...
I feel like 7.
Like... You're
not
less
Maury
lewd
level.
than Millie, and
I'm
Millie
not
I would
Maury
still only
level.
put it like an 8.
Oh no, Maury I'd put it at 10, and then yeah, she's more an 8.
Okay.
It's like a 4 when she's sober. No, 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm definitely not say so.
Ha. Who
That's
is
not a thing.
truly say so?
That'd be Nebulous.
Okay. So, what's the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
I have to think back to my gross food stream that I did. That would have to be tarantula.
Oh, you've eaten tarantula.
Yeah.
Of course, a bat has eaten a spider.
Well, here's the thing. I used to have a pet tarantula at the same time.
Oh, no!
Yeah. It's a dried tarantula, and it's covered in like salt, and it was not very good. It tasted like dirt. And the other thing that was bad on that stream was blood sausage.
Ah, yeah, I had blood sausage
God,
once and was not a fan.
It was so gross. But I did like the durian, so I can't classify that as the weirdest food. I just can't.
Durian tastes just
Durian
fine.
is great.
It just smells awful.
Yeah, no, it smells gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, tarantula. Definitely the weirdest thing I have ever put in my mouth.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Would you rather tarantula or peanut butter? I would rather eat the tarantula again.
You don't like peanut butter?
Peanut butter is disgusting, and it's the chaos emote of my channel.
Huh. Today
I
I
wonder if I
learned.
have it. Hang on. Let's see.
So, what is something you wish that you really understood? I know, that's a deep question.
That is a deep question. I wish I understood. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a hard one, Corvus.
I know, I like to
even
sneak
know.
some real questions in here.
Real question. The secret of being happy. No, that's not it. I
Pistachio.
wish I wonder.
Huh?
I wish I understood why the human body is dumb. It gets dumber as it gets older.
Just
That.
like in terms of like physical ability falling apart, or that like
Yes, like why do your bones get weaker? Why does your tummy get weaker? Why can't you? Why do certain foods taste gross? Why do certain foods taste good? Why are you allergic to a whole crap ton of crap? Why is the human body weird?
the human body and then the mechanics of it is. I mean, as a bird, I would never understand how you humans operate. We crows are pretty good from fledged to death.
Why is the human body incredibly weird?
Yeah. No, that'd be a great thing to understand. Yeah. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, it's just one of those like mysteries of life. And like, why does it do so many stupid things?
We're like an old computer system that somehow is still functioning.
Next to the pool hole? Oh my god, bedtime.
Why is it fun hole next?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Why is the air intake the same hole as the food intake?
Food intake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're like an old computer program that needs to be run on some government computer, and nobody knows how it works, and it's been added to over the years, and there's some weird code that nobody understands, but if you change it at all, the entire thing collapses. It's
Ubisoft made humanity. Yes. Exactly.
Oh god, yeah. Pretty much. Good one, Ben.
Oh my god.
Dolphins
Yeah,
have it.
I need to know.
Dolphins
I
breathe
need to
out of a
know.
different hole than they eat out of.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, dolphins. Smart animal. So, what is the worst scuff or technical malfunction you ever had on stream?
the worst scuff I've ever had. I was in the middle of a game, and my chat decided, oh, let's throw a whole bunch of stuff at her through tits. Okay, cool. So they threw a whole bunch of crap, plus played a whole bunch of sounds, and thus crashing my game. And then that crashed VC face and tits, and made the sound continuously loop, and I had to restart everything from scratch.
Wow.
It was the worst crash I've ever had.
It's pretty good.
And the funny thing was, I had the folder open for the reactive images.
Uh-huh.
So those started to load little mountains on the screen for no reason because nobody was in Discord.
Oh no.
So that was on the screen while nothing else was.
I hope this was clipped.
It's recorded somewhere. It was only a weekend ago.
Man, you gotta highlight that because that sounds amazing.
It was so bad.
Yeah, that's definitely worse than anything I've ever had happen. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just one of those, like, chat was just having fun and suddenly everything crashed.
Nice.
So that was my worst technical malfunction that was fixed within a few minutes.
A few minutes.
Yeah, no big deal.
Didn't completely shut the stream down, so it could have been worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Other than that, it's just the typical, oh, Usu forgot her mic. Oh, Usu's having sound difficulty. Oh, Usu's trying to switch over to a different screen and failed horribly. Cool, great. Yep, typical stuff. You gotta have some stuff with streaming. It's fine.
So, you know the old game. You're stranded on a desert island. Only got 3 movies for the rest of your life.
Ooh.
What would your 3 desert island movies be? Now, this isn't saying what's the 3. What do you think are the 3 best movies? What are the 3 movies you think you could watch over and over again and not get sick of?
Okay, so number 1 is Dogma.
Dogma.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched that movie.
Which apparently that movie is in like copyright hell right now, and it's illegal to buy and can't be streamed anywhere.
Yeah, I don't care. I still have it and I love it.
Piracy preserves movies.
So Dogma's number 1. I absolutely love that movie. Number 2 is Full Metal Jacket.
Ah, you love the smell of napalm in the morning, huh?
Full Metal Jacket is one of my favorite movies. There's only one scene
Wait,
that
I just quoted
I cannot
Apocalypse
watch.
Now. Why did I quote
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now and not Full
Who
Metal? I'm
knows?
sorry.
Full Metal Jacket. Bloof.
Yeah, Full
Yeah.
Metal Jackets.
That's the one scene
That's
I can't
Arlie
watch.
Ermy and yeah, turn to my nerd. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
they're both Vietnam movies.
It's not Welcome to Vietnam. It's the other Vietnam, and then
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not that Vietnam. It's that Vietnam.
There's too many Vietnam movies.
There's a lot of Vietnam movies. No, Full Metal Jacket's the one where
Arlie Ermy with the sergeant screaming and saying, "It's like
yeah, and then there's the bathroom scene with the thing that I can't watch. It's the only scene that I'm like, nope, I'll walk away for a minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be right back.
that old Private Pile." Yeah, that's,
Yeah. Gomer Pyle. And then the third movie would have to probably be hang on, I gotta think about it.
It's a Princess Bride. Everybody can watch Princess Bride over and over.
No, my sister can watch that one all over and over again. I can't watch that one.
Well, you got a comedy, and you got one that's kind of dramatic.
I got a drama. I need an anime, and I'm thinking Princess Mononoke.
Oh, Mononoke. It's a good
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. One of them, definitely the most adult of the Ghibli movies.
Yeah.
Some hardcore
Well, I was
violence.
thinking Spirited Away, but like
Spirited Away is good, but I actually like
I can't
Mononoke
watch-
better
yeah,
myself.
I like Mononoke. Princess Bride is really, really good, but I have seen it so many times that I don't think I could watch it again.
Inconceivable.
Unlike Dogma. Dogma, I could quote that movie word for word. But
I mean,
I
to
could
be
watch
fair,
it a
Princess
million
Bride
times.
doesn't have Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Or Chris Rock. I can't believe all the stars that are in Dogma, considering how early it was in Kevin Smith's career.
It's got a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It
haven't
had
seen that
Alanis
movie in a while.
Morissette.
I feel like
Morissette was
that's-
God.
I feel like Dogma's probably one of the 90s Kevin Smith movies that holds up the best.
It really does.
It's like, it's kind of weird. Like, Chasing Amy was super,
okay.
super progressive for its time.
Mallrats was probably
super
Mallrats was probably second close to Dogma.
Mallrats.
Everybody loved Mallrats.
A lot of parts of Mallrats hold up pretty good. Clerks.
Scourge, you need to watch Clerks, okay? Just watch Clerks, okay?
But I watched like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back a few years ago, and
That one
oh
was
god,
not bad.
it's
It didn't
so
hold up
bad.
very well.
It's terrible.
It didn't hold
It's
up at
terrible.
all.
It doesn't hold up at all.
No.
But I think the movie of his that it was released in the early 2000s, and it was the follow-up to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and it was Kevin Smith trying to branch out and do something more dramatic and less comedic, and everybody hated it, and it got panned. But it was
So he went back to Clerks 2, and Clerks 2 was pretty good.
But the movie I'm talking about is Jersey Girl.
Yes.
Jersey Girl is a fantastic movie that got wrongly slammed. For one, it had Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck at the beginning, and people were like, we hate these two. We're sick of these two. This movie
Kevin
sucks.
Smith did so much stuff with Ben Affleck, it wasn't even funny. I mean,
Oh
Ben
my
Affleck
God,
was
yeah.
Ben Affleck was in Dogma.
He was in Dogma, he was in Mallrats, he was in Jersey Girl, he was in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
He was in a ton of movies with him.
Yeah.
It's
but
kind of like Adam Sandler and what's his face? The other guy.
Rob Schneider?
Was it Rob Schneider?
I mean, Rob Schneider is in a ton of but like
you suck.
yeah.
That's what he would yell in every single movie.
Yeah, he would. Rob Schneider sucks.
Mm.
All right.
But yeah, it's like a famous duo.
Oh wait, so we had Dogma, we had
Princess Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke. Oh yeah, that was your third
Full
one.
Metal
And
Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. All right, there we go. So, what advice would you give yourself before the first time you ever streamed?
Oh, I have answered this question many times to myself. Fix your sound.
Oh my god.
Double check it before you even start streaming. Make sure everything is connected. And for instance, don't even actually start VTubing. Just don't do it.
Just
It's so
don't
much
do
work.
it. Just don't do it.
Just fucking don't do it.
I feel like that might be the most common answer I'm going to get to this question is just don't do it. But
Just
come
don't
on.
do it.
You're glad you did
No,
it. You've made
the
such great
the
friends.
first advice I always give myself is check your sound. Because
Yeah.
I've gone to a whole bunch of other VTuber streams, and I have to turn my speakers up really, really loud to even hear them. And it makes me sad sometimes when that happens, because I'm like, you guys don't know that you're streaming so quietly.
Yeah. I wish my...
Check your sound.
Sometimes I'm not sure how good my sound is. I hope that I come in clear to people, but I do know that sound is the most important thing for a streamer, because a lot of people put on streams in the background and they're not actually paying attention to the visuals much. And so if your sound is bad, if you don't sound good, if you're tinny, if it's annoying or loud or too quiet, people are going to turn you off so much faster.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You need the sounds.
Work on the sound, and I hope my sound's coming in
If you're
okay.
doing a quiet stream, like say you're drawing and you don't got nothing to talk about, at least make sure you got some background music on.
Yep. Copyright free
Oh my
music.
god. You need sound.
Yeah. Silence is not golden, which is why
Not
during this
during
entire this is why in this entire conversation you can hear the crows in the background.
Yep.
They're quiet, but it's something.
At least there's something there. It's not silence.
All right, well that is the last of the 21 questions.
No.
And
I did it.
well, we've got a couple more segments. I actually have a special game that I want you to play.
Ooh, hey,
But before we do that, well, there's something else that's very important that we got to do.
Yeah.
Something super important.
Yeah.
Something that is very much related to the answer to one of your questions. So, hold on to your butts, people. Because it's time for Bird of the Day. My
Bird of the
very
Day!
favorite segment. All right, wait. No. Wrong window capture. That's
Here, let me.
that was the wrong window
I'm
capture.
gonna go over here.
Yeah, you go over there. Get cozy. Maybe a little smaller.
Yeah. Leave you some more room up there. Infinite
where's
bats
my-
and crows. Woo!
So anyway,
Infinite universe.
earlier you were talking about a bird. And you say it was your favorite bird.
Mm.
And what bird could that be? Why, that bird. Well, you all heard the answer already, folks. You know that it's the northern hawk owl. Look at that.
No!
Like,
It's
wait,
the hawk owl.
the PowerPoint is not the right size on this. Why did
The
that get
little-
resized?
There you go.
There we go. Hey, Calco. Calco's time for the
my
bird of the day.
God.
Look at this bird. Okay, well, part of it is the background that they shot this in, the blue contrasting with those orange eyes. Oh my god, that's a
an
badass.
owl.
That's
It's
a
an
badass
owl, but
photo.
it's a hawk.
It's a hawk, but it's an owl. How could it be?
Like, look at the little snow stripes on it.
Oh, I love those little stripes on owls. It's so cute. It's so pretty. Owls are very beautiful birds.
Yeah, and I love this one because it's like it's not an owl, but it is.
It is an owl because, as you can see, it is. Your ears are blocking the taxonomy information. Yeah, come over here. So they are in the order Strigiformes, which is all owls, in the family Strigidae, which means it's not a barn owl. Basically, the order Strigidae is all owls, and it's split between like true owls and barn owls. And so, like, most owls are in the Strigidae family because they're true owls, and then there's the barn owls who are they're weird. And as you can see, they've got a pretty broad range across the world. They're going to be in, the United States. Well, you're going to get some Alaska, and hey, a little bit in northern Minnesota, and maybe they'll dip into Maine a little bit. But for the most part, they're Canadian birds, eh? Until you go across the sea, and it looks like, well, they like hanging out in a lot of
They're a European bird.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You see them mostly you're gonna find them in Russia, but it looks like they like hanging out in Scandinavia, and it looks like they even have a bit of territory down there in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty broad range all the way across the world. Now they do have subspecies, so they're like slightly different breeds depending on the part of the world, but still same species. Now, as far as owls go, they're a little on the smaller side, 14.2 to 17.6 inches long. That's actually not that big for an owl. That puts them, but it, it's not as small as your pygmy owls or your burrow owls. So they're kind of maybe like middle range owls.
But their wingspan's bigger than mine.
Yeah, I mean 18 inches, like that's only a little bit bigger than a crow's wingspan. And they're pretty light for an owl too, about 11 to 12 ounces. And but that's one of the things about owls is that the females are going to be on the bigger range of that. So the females are going to be more like 12 ounces, maybe a little more, and they're going to be more on your 17-inch range.
Yes.
Well, the males are going to be on the small side, and that's pretty typical for owls and actually a lot of birds of prey, where the ladies are bigger.
I got it wrong again.
They like their short kings.
I'm only 12 foot tall and with a 5-foot wingspan. I know.
12
I
foot
got
tall.
it wrong again.
How do you fly?
Not 12 foot tall. 12 inches.
12 inches. Okay, 12 inches
12
tall.
inches tall, 5-foot wingspan.
Actually, that's a pretty big wingspan for.
Yes, it's huge.
It's pretty big. Pretty big.
Very big.
Now, an interesting thing here is that they found that the average lifespan of one of these fellas is about 10 years. And they find that that is no different in the wild than in captivity, which is really unusual. Usually the captivity lifespan is much longer, but it just goes to show you that once these owls reach adulthood, they don't really have a lot of threats or predators. They really only fear predation when they're owlets, which is the proper term for a baby owl. An owlet. You get them wet and they're a moist owlet. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's terrible. It's terrible, I know.
It's a beautiful joke for an owl.
Now, these guys, they like to nest up tall, and they prefer dead trees and trees that are maybe a little hollowed out, and they like to get real high up there. They actually really love, like, telephone poles and stuff. They love to nest up high on trees that don't have a lot of leaves and stuff. That's where they prefer. And as far as the number of eggs per clutch, up to 11, which for a bird of prey, that's a lot. That's
a big clutch.
Yeah, most owls are usually gonna be like 1 to 3. And these ones are
like 2.
Yeah, 2
most
is
videos I see are 2.
Yeah, 2 is the most common number of eggs an owl's gonna lay. These guys, they break a lot of owl rules, and we'll get more to that. This is the first of many owl rules these guys break. But one thing that is pretty typical is that the females do most of the incubating while the males are doing foraging. So while she's incubating, he'll be like, "Hey, baby, brought you a rat, brought you a vole,
brought you a bat,
brought you a bat, yeah." And while the baby chicks have been born, the female will usually go out to grab food for the baby chicks. Well, the male stays by and he watches the kids and makes sure that nobody comes after him. And he will defend that nest very vigorously. He will go right after anything he perceives as a threat. Crow flies by, watch out, crow. Yeah, get out of there. Yeah. But yes, as we said, they are carnivorous hunters. They do like to eat on small mammals and other birds. But yeah, people don't realize
that's
it.
Just the life of owl.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do. So, yeah. These guys may be a little bit too small to grab a rabbit. They're not quite as good at getting the bigger ones like their snowy owl and great, Eurasian eagle owls do. They prefer a little smaller ones and smaller songbirds. A crow is probably not going to be a snack for these guys unless, circumstances, they get in a fight, owl wins the fight, but it's... Yeah, luckily these are not crow killers usually too much, but yeah, that's what they do. Now they believe it or not, these are actually some of the more tame owls in the world. They don't get too scared by humans. If a human comes by, they'll usually not fly away. They'll be a little more curious. Like, and they're not gonna let a human walk up and pet them or anything. But they just they're like, oh, human, yeah, you're cool. And part of it is because, well, the thing is, they're the lands that they live in. They're not city birds. They're not like farmland birds. They tend to live in what we call taiga, which is like northern cold forested regions where not a whole lot of humans live. So they never really developed a fear of humans because humans were never really a threat to them. So
And they haven't been hunted.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is that they're not the kind of bird that is going to be a pest and harm. Like, they're not going to kill a farmer's chickens. So, you know, farmers aren't going to kill these guys to protect their livestock because they don't go after livestock. They go after the little things that eat their crops. So a farmer probably really likes these guys. So,
oh, hey, farmer, you got mice? I'm gonna get your mice. Thanks.
yeah. So these guys are a farmer's friend. But, yeah, as we were talking earlier, these guys have a few aspects of them that make them a lot more like a hawk than like an owl. So one of the things that owls are known for is that silent flight. They take off and they make almost no sound gliding through the air. Now these guys, they flap their wings, you're going to hear it.
They're just like, I'm gonna fly through the air and be as loud as possible.
Yeah, they're like the loudest. They're like the loudest owls. And the other thing that owls are known for is being nocturnal hunters. Not these guys. They hunt during the day. Yeah. They like to get there and hunt during the day. I mean, they want to be able to see their prey. Although, now here's another thing. Most owls have asymmetrical ears. One is slightly forward and higher up than the other, and that really helps them determine distance from hearing things. And they don't have that feature. Their ears are symmetrical. However, their hearing is still super good. And they've been known during the snowy winters to be like just sitting up on a pole. And then they'll dive down and just like attack a flat piece of snow. And when they come up, they'll come up with a mouse that they heard scurrying underneath the snow.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. It's really impressive. Are they even owls at this point? But that's the thing. Genetically, they are. But they're good at
like one.
They're so good at their hunting and being good with humans that they're one of the only species of owl that are used for falconry. So those Russian falconers, like, I can't afford a falcon, so I'm going to get this owl instead. Yeah. Hey, in Putin's Russia, that's all people can do. Can't afford a good falcon. Anyway, but the thing is, because they live in very low populated areas in, remote forest, there's not a ton of study that's been done on them. And they're actually not sure what the current population is. The observations that have been done suggest that their populations are pretty stable. They're not seeing any more or any less, so they are currently considered to be a species of least concern on
with
the...
With 3 to 11 eggs and no predation, I think their numbers are probably good.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good for themselves.
They're good.
They're doing pretty good. I mean, like, so most things that live in cold areas, the largest threat to this little owl is, of course, climate change. But, I mean, who isn't threatened by climate change? Cockroaches? Cockroaches are not threatened by climate change.
Ants.
Ants. Bugs.
Bugs in general do not care about climate change.
If anything, it makes them worse. Oh, we had a really snowy winter here, and they say that it is going to be one of the biggest mosquito seasons we've ever had. Yes, not looking forward to that.
We've had a lot of bees.
Bees are good. I like bees. Wasps, not so much.
It's not the good kind of bees.
Oh.
It's not the pretty fuzzy ones. It's the smooth ones.
Oh no.
Yeah, we've had a lot of bees.
But anyway, my thoughts. I think this is a pretty cool owl.
This is a cool owl.
I really like
This is one of
them.
the best owls. Because it's not an owl. It's a owl hawk.
It's
a hawk
the least owl of all the owls.
Yeah.
But God, they're so beautiful and they're
pretty.
cool looking. They're just little badasses.
Yeah. I mean,
just-
they could kill some of my brethren, my family, but I mean,
Yeah, mine too.
but the thing is, not my species, not the giant fruit bat. So I'm
Yeah.
safe.
Fruit
I'm
bats.
too big for it to eat. And most of the smaller species live more south, so we're fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I would put these guys, like, if I was doing, like, bird tier lists, these guys would easily be in either A or B tier for me. I mean, obviously S tier is reserved for corvids only, but, you know.
Yeah, this one is probably one of my favorite birds.
Well, I'm glad you suggested them. Yes.
Yeah.
I asked Usu what her favorite bird was before the stream, and this is what she said. And I'm like, well, I haven't done that bird, and as a cool bird, so I'm really glad you suggested it, because it was really fun
It's
learning
an
about them.
awesome bird.
I love these birds. If you want to learn more about them, just type in the northern hawk owl and check it out on YouTube. And there's a lot of great videos. I couldn't find one that was like a good clip to show on here because it had too much copyrighted music or was 10 minutes long. But there's some really great stuff if you want to learn a little bit more and see these guys in action. But yeah, we're going to call this bird of the day done. And we're going to move on because we got one more game we're going to play with you.
Woo, game!
Yeah. Oh, no, we don't need the applause again. Thank you, people. No, you can... Yes. I know that was a great bird of the day. Yeah. Rodney, can you cut the music? All right, thanks, Rodney. Cool. Spooky, 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 spooky.
Drink some water.
Okay, drink some water too. You too,
I
Lucy.
don't like water.
Drink
How
some
about
Diet
Diet?
Coke.
How about some Diet Coke?
All right, Usu. Well, I got one more game for you to play. And, well, as you can all see from Usu is a bat.
Yeah.
And what are bats most associated with? Why, that would be the game of baseball. So we're going to play a little game
Wrong bat.
called Ball Player or Not. And here's how we play this game. I'm going to list for you the name of a ball player. And you need to tell me if this is the actual name of a player who has at any point played in Major League Baseball or not.
Oh no! I only know 2 names.
Well, let's see.
No, I know 3.
Well, you're going to have to make your best guess on this one.
Oh
So,
god.
I will be keeping track of your score. We'll see how you do.
Okay.
So, the first name that we have on our list, ball player or not, is Boof Bonser. Is Boof Bonser a real
my
MLB
God.
player or not?
Boof Monster. What? Who came up with the name Boof?
Well,
Boof. I'm
either
gonna
I
say-
came up with it or it's a real person.
I'm gonna say no.
You're going to say no.
No.
Okay, well, the
Not
answer
a real player.
the answer is he was
Oh my
real.
God.
Boof Bonser was a member of the Minnesota Twins.
Who names their poor child Boof?
This guy,
What?
his parents.
His parents must hate him. Must absolutely hate him. This poor child.
Oh,
Boof.
Usu. Boof Bonser, real player. There's his card.
Oh my god.
Ah,
That
well,
is something else.
here's one. Les Tickle.
These names. Les Tickle. Okay, Les sounds more like a real name. But like Tickle? as a last name?
Lesticle.
Lesticle, like testicle.
Yes, that's probably his sister.
Yeah, testicle. I'm gonna say, his sister's definitely her name's Tess. I'm gonna have to say this one's real.
You're gonna have to say this one's
And
real.
if this one's real, there better be a sister named Tess.
Well, I'm sorry, fake.
No!
Though there is a Lesticle, they are an author, not a Major League Baseball player.
They better have a sister named Tess.
Well, you're 0 for 2, Usu, but don't
I am
worry,
0 for
you got
2.
lots of names left. Let's see how you do. Cocoa Crisp.
Cocoa Crisp.
Cocoa
I must
Crisp.
say no. That's a cereal.
You're saying no? That's a cereal?
That's a cereal.
Okay, well, it is a cereal, but it also is a player of the Oakland A's.
Damn it.
Cocoa Crisp was active about 10 years ago, I feel like. You know, he had a good career with the Oakland A's.
Oh god, that's a cereal. That is not a person.
Yep,
but
Cocoa
okay.
Crisp is
Wow,
a real person who played for the Oakland A's.
God, everybody's gonna hate me because I don't know sports.
Honestly, I don't think you need to know sports super well to do well on this quiz. But...
No, I'm gonna fail every single one, and then I will be the rock star.
All right, well, let's see if you can get your first one right. Tim Spooneybarger.
Wow, that last name. Ooh, that's a name I recognize. Really, Cannon Fodder?
I bet Cannon Fodder recognized Cocoa
Burger.
Crisp. Because like I said, Cocoa Crisp didn't retire that long ago.
No, probably not. I'm gonna say no on Spooneybarger.
You're going to say no, Tim Spooneybarger is not real.
Burger. Spoony, but he has a spoon in his burger.
Well, I'm sorry, Usu, you're 0-4. Tim Spooneybarger played for the
For fuck's sake!
for the Florida Marlins.
Oh, Tim, your last name is not. It's just that's not existent. It shouldn't exist.
Spooneybarger, real name, real
Yeah.
player. Okay, come on, Usu. I feel like you're gonna get this next one. Dick Heckler.
I want that to be real.
But do
That
you
needs to
think
be-
it's real?
You just gave me a real one,
I did.
and you've been doing the real, then the fake, and then the real, and then the fake.
So what's your
But
final
I'm
answer?
gonna say this one's real.
You're gonna say this one's real? Final answer? I'm sorry,
Final
it's
answer.
fake. I made that one up. I mean, Dick Heckler, that's a little too on the nose. Come on.
But come on, good old Richard. It's Dick.
Okay, well, you're 0-5.
I know.
All right. July, August.
Those are months.
Those are months.
Why are those names? I told you I'm gonna be the best at losing. I'm gonna get every single one wrong, and then I will win. That's how I win.
Well, do you think July, August is the name of a real Major League Baseball player?
I'm gonna say that one's fake.
You're going to say that one's fake?
Yeah,
And you'd be correct. Those are just months.
they are months. Yay!
All right, you're on the board. You finally got one right. Yay!
Confetti. Woo! Hey! Thank you.
Thank you, crowd. Thank you, crowd. Okay. Let's get to one. Ha ha, Clinton Dix.
I have such a dirty mind.
Ha ha,
I'm
Clinton
gonna-
Dix.
Ha ha, Clinton Dix. Your first name is ha ha. I must say that is fake.
You're going to say that is fake. Well, you
Yes.
are right.
Yeah.
Because he played in the NFL, not
my
Major League
God.
Baseball.
What? Why is his name Ha Ha? I must know the answer to this.
'Cause his
Who
parents-
named you Ha Ha? Why are your parents so mean?
Well, obviously, one of his parents' last name was Dix, and one of his parents' last name was
Last name
Clinton,
was
and they
Clinton, yeah.
hyphenated. and they called him Haha. So Haha Clinton Dix, not a Major League Baseball player, but a real person.
Yeah, no. Oh, you poor man. I'm so sorry.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. We're Johnny Dickshot. Johnny Dickshot.
Oh, Johnny Dickshot. I like the last name Dickshot. That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think this one's real.
You think this one's real?
Yeah.
Well, you'd be correct. Johnny Dickshot is a real player. He played about 100 years ago, but he was a real Major League Baseball player.
Person.
There you
I
go.
had a feeling. I'm like, Dickshot, that's got to be a real baseball player.
Gotta be.
He probably got hit in the dick so many times with baseballs. Then it just became his last name.
They just aimed for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, Johnny Dickshot. Good job. Bobson Dugnut.
Bobson. It sounds like a Chinese name. Bobson.
Bobson Dugnut.
Fake.
You're going to say fake? That is correct. He was a player featured in a Super Nintendo game called Fighting Baseball.
Thank you, Nintendo.
So, fake name, but not actually, baseball player, but not a real net player in the real Major League Baseball.
Baseball, but not baseball.
Yeah. Bobson Dugnut's actually become a little bit of a meme across the internet. But yeah, you're doing much better now. You were 0 for 5, but now you've got 4 in a row, so you're one shy of 500.
Woo!
All right, good job, Usu. All right, Chicken Wolf.
Those were animals.
Those are animals. But is that the name of a Major League Baseball player?
That is not the name of a Major League Baseball
You're gonna
player.
say no?
That is 2 animals. Yes, that should know.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. Chicken Wolf
Oh my god, it's real.
Yep. Played for Louisville back when they had a Major League Baseball team.
That man is long dead.
Yeah, long dead. I mean, look at that. He's wearing the old knickers and yeah.
That doesn't even look like a real photo.
It's probably
that looks
painting.
like a cartoon drawing.
Look, it was like the 1910s. What can you say?
Look at it closer. Hang on. Wait. Inspecting. That doesn't look real to me.
It's real. It's real.
Not real.
Rusty Kuntz. That says Rusty. It's supposed to say Rusty. It's Rusty Kuntz.
Rusty with a T. I know the last name Kuntz is actually real.
Okay.
I don't know if Rusty Kuntz was ever in the Kuntzes. So I must say real.
And you'd be correct. Another Minnesota Twins player.
Yeah, I knew the Kuntz name was real. And the only reason I know that is because there are some that live around my cave.
All right. Good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you really gotta pronounce it Kuntz and not the other way.
No.
We're not gonna say that on stream.
No.
Moving on.
No, it's the other way.
Bob Beers.
Wait, Bob's Burgers?
Bob Beers.
Bob's Burgers. Fake.
You say Bob Beers is fake?
Please, fake.
But you'd be correct because he played for the NHL, not the MLB.
Different sport.
Different sport.
I wonder if he gives beers out to every win that he does.
He should. Although, I mean, as you can see on the card there, well, it's okay. It's a little small on the screen here, but this is his 1990 card. So I don't think he's been playing for a while.
No, he doesn't play anymore.
Yeah, played for the Boston Bruins, a hockey team, not a baseball team. Cannonball Titcom.
Well, Cannon Fodder is here.
Cannon Fodder is here.
So, is Cannonball a real name? Or is it a nickname?
Well, that's the thing. Some of these are nicknames.
Yeah, I think this one's a nickname. So I must say it's real.
And you'd be correct.
Woo!
Another one of those old school players.
That's an old ancient one.
Another misspelling. I gotta check my time because it's supposed to be Titcomb, not
Tickhome.
not Tycomb.
It
Titcomb.
looks like Tickhome.
I spelled it Ticomb because I typoed and didn't get
Yeah.
that second T in there. Sorry about that.
Typo. It's fine to typo.
All
Trust
right,
me,
well,
I
you-
can't spell worth of nothing.
After starting 0-5, you are now 7-6. So you're figuring the game out here, Usu. You're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Next player is Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto.
Wasn't there a Kit in the movie? What was it?
I mean, Kit is a name that is appeared in a lot of things.
It's in a baseball movie.
Oh,
Kit.
really?
A League of Their Own.
Could be. Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say fake.
You're going to say fake? You're right.
Yeah.
Kit Fisto is a Star Wars character.
Perfect. Fig would know that one.
Yeah, I'm sure a few people in
don't
the
know
chat
that
knew,
one.
like, no, Kit Fisto is from the prequels. Yeah. Soda Popinski.
Why does that one sound like one?
Because baseball players have weird names?
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna say it's fake.
You're going to say it's fake? And that, of course, is correct, because Soda Popinski is a character from the Punch-Out video game series. Yep.
Yeah.
Jason
well,
Finch knows that. Yeah. A few one of these people in the class, like, yeah, people who play Punch-Out. We know
Yeah.
Soda Popinski. All right, we got one more left.
That was a good.
And that
fake
is-
out.
Goose Gossage.
Goose Goosey.
Goose Gossage.
There's a goose.
Goose.
Aw, little goosey. Just because it's the last one, the last one, I'm gonna have to say it's real.
You're going to have to say it's
A
real.
real bat.
And you would be correct. Played for the New York
Yeah.
Yankees. Well, Osu, for starting 0-5, you finished 10-6. That is a winning score. Congratulations. You have now recorded the highest score we have ever had in the history of this game.
Winning score.
How does it feel? What are you going to do? What are you going to do with your winnings?
What am I gonna do? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna
do?
use it to sleep. I'm gonna sleep on it.
Yeah, speaking of sleeping on it,
Yeah.
this show has been a rounding success, and I think we're going to have to wrap up Sunday Dusk for this evening. But oh my gosh, Osu, you could not have been a better guest. I can't thank you enough for coming on.
Yeah, I'm happy to be your very first guest, Corvus.
Ah, well. Now, if any of you are watching our VTuber and you want to go in there, well, the chat's been linking it a bunch of times. Sign up for it, because I'm looking for more guests. Stay
Sign
tuned. Next week, we have a very special guest. Revenance will be coming on. He is a ghost VTuber who likes wrestling a lot, so we're probably going to talk about that a little bit. We got some great shows coming up, so we're hoping to see you all. But before Sunday Dusk, Saturday is the fishing opener. So Bentai Dreyfrig and Avi Featherfall and I are going to play a little bit of Sea of Thieves and do nothing but fishing. So that's going to be fun. Look forward to that. Usu, what do you got coming up? What, anything you'd like to plug?
Well, I don't have I don't do schedules anymore. So I am probably actually going to stream tomorrow. But I do know that I have some redeems from my Donothon that I had. So I have a Hot Tub Subnautica stream coming up soon.
Ooh.
I have a Destiny 2 stream coming up.
Ooh.
I have a reading copy or creepypasta stream. And a puzzle.io stream. I also owe a karaoke stream, but because Twitch has changed the rules on karaoke, I have to change that into something else.
Yeah, I'm
so-
kind of bummed out about that too.
Yeah, I gotta change that one into something else because I can't do that one anymore. But yeah, no, I can't wait for the hot tub Subnautica stream.
All right, well, have a lot of fun with that. We are going to call this stream done, so thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next week for some more Sunday Dusk.
Woo!
And we're just going to raid on out of here, so all of you have a wonderful evening. Good night.